Hello everyone, welcome to another video by Infinity Investments. Today in the next 2 to 3 minutes, we will take you through the two important topics which are currently in top of the mind for a lot of investors: US debt ceiling and the German recession. What is the impact of these events on our portfolio? So let me take you through these. Firstly, on the US debt ceiling, what will happen if the US debt ceiling is breached? Media at least would like us to believe that the US government will stop functioning, no salary for government employees, no interest on government bonds, the US bonds, which are amongst the most secure investments globally. There will be no interest payments and no payments towards social security benefits in the US and various other such things. But let us just go through as to what has happened in the past when these debt ceiling issues have come up. These debt ceiling issues come up once in every 2 to 4 years, and they've been raised multiple times. So just as a thing, I've given you this image where from 2005 2006, from a ceiling of 8 trillion, now we are at 31.4 trillion. So almost 300% increase in this debt ceiling has been done over the years, and very likely this will be raised again by this weekend or next week and again in the future as well. So actually it's just a media hype. Politicians want to, you can say, show some negotiations, and that's all it is. So what is the impact of this on our portfolio? Currently in the short term, possibly some small negative impact, but it will reverse and have a positive impact as soon as the resolution is done over the next few days. In the long term, nothing at all. Again, to show you what's happened just in the last 10 years, there have been at least 3 times these debt ceiling breaches and possible government shutdowns that have happened in the US. Well, we don't even talk about it a week or 10 days after the event has passed. So this time also nothing different will happen. Next, coming to the fact that Germany has gone into recession after 2 quarters of negative GDP. Again, this was very much on expected lines. There was no question of if there will be a recession. It was more of when will the recession news come out. So, and in the next few months, we may actually see more recession news from Italy, possibly US, France, Spain, UK, multiple other countries. So we should be prepared for a bit of bad news. And again, most of it is in the price. So what is the impact of this recession news on us and our portfolios? Again, in the short term, though we know that this news is coming, there can still be a short-term negative impact over the next possible 3 4 months. We'd be happy to have this kind of an impact. In the long term, absolutely neutral, nothing at all, because central banks are more worried about the recession and stock markets than you and me are worried about our portfolios. They will come and cut rates, they will print money. So no material long-term impact from this. So because we are speaking on these global news flows, just thought let me uh, share as to what are the things we should be focusing on and the things to ignore. Firstly, things to ignore, which are broadly not in our control, things like the US debt ceiling, what the US Fed is doing on the interest rates, US and Europe recession, Russia-Ukraine issues, China, basically global and Indian geopolitics. Let us keep that for coffee table conversations, fun and entertainment, but they have nothing at all, no impact on our long-term portfolios. More importantly, what should we be focusing on? These are things which are in our control. Firstly, on goals, could be financial freedom, children's corpus, any other goals that you may have. Also focus on optimizing our cash flows, cut expenses where it's possible. Of course, I'm not talking about cutting down on everything and then living like a monk. I'm talking about wherever excess money is going, try to cut on that. Ways to increase your investments. You definitely need to keep increasing your savings and SIPs. Otherwise, at a later date, you will realize that you've made a big mistake. And most important, avoiding lifestyle creep. This is an important aspect which most of us forget, that gradually we've been increasing our day-to-day expenses and costs. This is something which we should spend some time and focus on. Don't get swayed by what you hear on media. Think long-term and stay the course, bottom line. Hope you will like this short video of ours. Hope you found it useful. Do give us a like, give us your feedback, and also share it with others who may benefit from it. Thank you.